Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, when did I start looking this tired? Maybe it was after a restless night, or a long day of just trying to keep up with everything and everyone. You used to have more energy, more glow, and maybe even more confidence. It's not just about looking young, it's about feeling young. Feeling vibrant. Feeling like you can still chase dreams, walk a little farther, laugh a little louder. And you know what? That feeling isn't gone forever. Here's a little truth that might surprise you. Aging doesn't have to mean decline. In fact, more and more studies show that the way we age is mostly shaped by the choices we make, especially what we eat. And I don't mean going on a complicated diet or cutting out everything you love. I'm talking about adding simple, delicious foods into your day that support your body in doing what it already wants to do: heal, thrive, and stay strong. So if you've ever felt like your memory's getting a little fuzzy, your joints a bit stiff, or your skin just not as bright as it used to be, stick with me. Because in this video, we're going to explore 6 powerful foods that can actually slow down the aging process, boost your energy, protect your heart, and even sharpen your mind. And the best part? These aren't some exotic superfoods you can only find in faraway health stores. These are real foods you can find at your local market and start enjoying today. Did you know that 80% of seniors can reverse the risk of heart disease with just one simple habit? It's true, and it often starts with what you put on your plate. Let's talk about how you can use food as your secret weapon to stay youthful, active, and independent. Let's begin with a favorite that's probably already in your kitchen: blueberries. These little berries might look simple, but inside each one is a powerhouse of antioxidants. Think of antioxidants like tiny bodyguards that protect your cells from damage. Over time, your body is exposed to a lot of wear and tear pollution, stress, poor sleep, and even just breathing in oxygen causes what's known as oxidative stress. This is one of the leading causes of aging. Blueberries step in like tiny soldiers, fighting off that damage before it gets a chance to cause trouble. That means fewer wrinkles, a sharper brain, and a more resilient immune system. In fact, research shows that seniors who eat blueberries regularly have better memory and even slower cognitive decline. One study found that adults over 65 who consumed blueberries daily showed significant improvements in their ability to learn and remember compared to those who didn't. Imagine being able to recall names, appointments, and stories with ease just from enjoying a handful of berries each day. And let's not forget the impact on your heart. Blueberries are known to lower blood pressure and improve circulation, which is key in preventing strokes and heart attacks. Just 1 cup a day can make a big difference over time. If you enjoy a morning yogurt or oatmeal, toss in a handful of blueberries. If you're more into smoothies, they blend beautifully with banana and almond milk. And if you've got a bit of a sweet tooth, frozen blueberries with a sprinkle of cinnamon can satisfy the craving without spiking your blood sugar. Now, speaking of blood sugar, that brings us to our next powerful ally in the fight against aging: avocados. Yes, those creamy green fruits that have taken over toast everywhere are much more than just a trendy brunch item. Avocados are packed with healthy fats, specifically monounsaturated fats, that are not only good for your heart, but also excellent for your skin, joints, and brain. Healthy fats help your body absorb vitamins like A, D, E, and K, which are critical for everything from bone strength to vision. They also help reduce inflammation, which is one of the hidden enemies of aging. Inflammation can show up as arthritis, fatigue, or even brain fog. But when you nourish your body with anti-inflammatory foods like avocado, you give it the tools to heal and repair. You might be thinking, wait, aren't avocados high in calories? And yes, they are calorie dense, but those calories are working for you, not against you. Just half an avocado a day can help reduce cholesterol, stabilize blood sugar, and keep you feeling full and satisfied, which may even help you maintain a healthy weight without feeling deprived. And here's something else. Avocados are rich in potassium more than bananas, actually. Potassium is essential for heart rhythm, muscle strength, and even preventing cramps, which many seniors struggle with, especially at night. Try adding sliced avocado to a salad, spreading it on whole grain toast with a little lemon juice and olive oil, or even blending it into a smoothie for a creamy texture. If you've never tried avocado with a sprinkle of sea salt and chili flakes, well, your taste buds are in for a treat. Feeling tired all the time? This could be the reason, and it's not what you think. Fatigue isn't always about sleep. It can also be a sign that your cells aren't getting the right kind of fuel. That's where our next food comes in. Leafy greens. I know. You've heard this one before. Eat your greens, but hear me out, this isn't just a health glitch. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, Swiss chard, and even romaine lettuce are some of the most nutrient-rich foods on the planet. They're loaded with vitamins like C, A, and K, along with folate, magnesium, and fiber. These nutrients don't just support your bones and blood pressure. They also help detox your liver, improve digestion, and feed your good gut bacteria, which are crucial for immune health and even mood regulation. In fact, your gut and brain are more connected than you might realize. A healthy gut can actually mean a happier mind, more stable emotions, and sharper thinking. That's right, eating spinach can be a form of self-care for your mental health. Plus, leafy greens contain a compound called lutein, which protects your eyes from age-related damage like macular degeneration and cataracts. So if your vision isn't what it used to be, adding just one serving of leafy greens a day might help protect the sight you have and even improve it. You don't have to eat bowls of salad every day. Just sneak them into soups, stews, omelets, or blend them into a green smoothie with apple and cucumber. The trick is to make them delicious so they become something you want to eat, not something you feel forced to include. And here's something really encouraging. A large study published in Neurology found that seniors who ate just one serving of leafy greens a day had brains 11 years younger than those who didn't. Imagine turning back the cognitive clock just by tossing some spinach into your lunch. It's these little choices, these tiny shifts that add up over time. And here's the beautiful part, you're not starting from zero. You already have habits. You already know your body. Now, it's just about making those small, powerful upgrades that keep you thriving, not just surviving. Are you worried about losing your independence as you age? Here's how to stay in control by nourishing your body with the very things that keep your muscles strong, your brain sharp, and your energy steady. You don't need to overhaul your life. You just need to support it, one bite at a time. So now that we've explored how blueberries, avocados, and leafy greens can revitalize your body from the inside out, let's keep going. There are still more surprising, simple foods that can help you look and feel years younger without extreme diets, pills, or gimmicks. Let's continue with a food that not only fights inflammation, but also helps keep your joints moving freely and your skin glowing naturally. So now that we've uncovered the power of leafy greens and the humble blueberry, it's time to turn our attention to something you probably have sitting in your kitchen right now. And it might just be the most underrated anti-aging hero of them all. It's something you've sprinkled on salads, cooked with soups, maybe even sipped in tea on a cozy afternoon. I'm talking about olive oil, yes. That smooth, golden elixir that's been a staple of the Mediterranean diet for centuries. And if you're someone who values graceful aging and vibrant health, olive oil should have a daily place on your plate. But not just any kind, we're talking about extra virgin olive oil, cold-pressed, unrefined, and rich in heart-healthy monounsaturated fats and powerful antioxidants like oleocanthal, which acts almost like a natural ibuprofen for the body. In fact, studies show that people who consume high-quality olive oil daily have significantly lower rates of heart disease, inflammation, and cognitive decline. And here's the exciting part: the secret to adding 10 healthy years to your life might be as simple as switching your cooking oil. A tablespoon of olive oil each day, drizzled on roasted veggies, whisked into dressings, or even stirred into your morning oatmeal, can nourish your body from the inside out. Think of it this way: as we age, our bodies become more sensitive to inflammation. Joints ache more. Our skin loses its glow. The brain doesn't process as quickly. But olive oil, with its anti-inflammatory and cell-protecting powers, helps put out those internal fires before they spread. And no, it's not just about living longer, it's about feeling better while you live. Imagine waking up with fewer aches in your knees, better focus, and softer skin just from a little daily olive oil love. It's not magic. It's nature. Pure, simple, and proven. Now, let's keep going, because there's another anti-aging food that many seniors overlook, and it's one that can truly transform your day-to-day life, especially when it comes to digestion, energy, and even mood. Have you ever had one of those days where your stomach just feels off? Maybe you feel bloated after eating, or you're dealing with constipation that just doesn't seem to go away. It's frustrating, it's uncomfortable, and it can drain your energy. But here's the good news: you can actually eat your way to better digestion and better aging with fermented foods. I know, fermented might sound a bit intimidating at first, but I'm talking about delicious, familiar options like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, miso, and even pickles, the naturally fermented kind, not the ones soaked in vinegar and preservatives. These foods are packed with probiotics, the good bacteria that help balance your gut, boost nutrient absorption, support your immune system, and yes, even influence your mood and brain function. Believe it or not, over 70% of your immune system lives in your gut. And when your gut is happy, the rest of your body tends to follow. A balanced gut can help you absorb more calcium for stronger bones, reduce inflammation, and even prevent that heavy, sluggish feeling after meals. If you've ever wondered why some people seem to have endless energy in their 70s and 80s, don't underestimate the power of a healthy gut. And here's something most people don't realize: your gut health directly impacts how young you feel. When your digestion is smooth and your body's working like it should, everything else from your sleep to your skin to your memory starts to improve. Just a small serving of yogurt with live cultures, or a spoonful of sauerkraut with your lunch, can introduce billions of helpful bacteria into your system. And over time, that builds a stronger, more resilient you. Feeling tired all the time? This could be the reason, and it's not what you think. It might not be age or stress. It might just be your gut crying out for help. And fermented foods could be the easiest, most natural way to get back on track. Let's take a moment and think about this together. How amazing is it that something as simple as adding a little miso to your soup or a dollop of kefir to your breakfast could help you feel more energized, balanced, and mentally sharp? Now, I know for some people, the idea of trying sauerkraut or kimchi might seem like a stretch. But you don't have to jump in head first. Just start small. Even a few bites a day can make a huge difference. And you'll be surprised how quickly your taste buds and your body begin to thank you. So far, we've explored the vibrant power of greens, the brain-boosting magic of blueberries, the golden strength of olive oil, and the gut-healing gifts of fermented foods. And yet, there's one more food I want to talk about in this section, and it might surprise you. Because it's something you've probably been told to avoid, or maybe you've written it off as too high in fat, or not good for cholesterol. But here's the truth: not all fats are bad, And one food in particular is proving that again and again, especially when it comes to supporting brain health, reducing inflammation, and keeping your heart strong. It's the creamy, green, versatile fruit that everyone's talking about: avocado. Now, before you say, avocados are just a trendy food for younger folks, let's take a closer look. This little fruit is packed with monounsaturated fats, the same heart-healthy kind found in olive oil, plus nearly 20 essential vitamins and minerals, including potassium, folate, and vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that helps protect your cells from aging. What makes avocado so special for seniors is how it supports three key areas: brain function, joint health, and nutrient absorption. Have you ever noticed how some days you feel mentally foggy or forgetful? Like you're searching for the right word or struggling to focus? That could be inflammation in the brain, and avocados contain compounds that help soothe that inflammation and boost your cognitive clarity. In fact, researchers have found that regular avocado consumption is linked to better memory and processing speed in older adults. But there's more. The healthy fats in avocados help your body absorb fat-soluble nutrients like vitamins A, D, E, and K from the other foods you eat. So even if you're eating a healthy salad, your body might not be getting all the benefits unless there's a little fat to go with it. Just a few slices of avocado can supercharge your meal. And let's not forget your joints. As we age, cartilage wears down and inflammation sets in, especially for those dealing with arthritis. The anti-inflammatory compounds in avocados can help ease stiffness and discomfort, making it easier to move, walk, and enjoy the activities you love. If you're thinking, but I'm watching my weight, aren't avocados fattening? Here's the thing. The fats in avocados are not only heart-friendly, but they actually help keep you full longer and reduce cravings. That means fewer snacks, less late-night munching, and better weight management overall. And they're incredibly easy to enjoy. Mash it on toast, blend it into a smoothie, slice it into a salad, or even just eat it with a spoon and a pinch of salt. However you like it, your body will love it. So, as we move forward, keep this in mind. The way we age is not just about what we avoid, it's about what we embrace. And when we choose foods that nourish, energize, and protect us, we're choosing to age with strength, clarity, and joy. Because aging well isn't just about food, it's also about how we live, how we move, and how we connect with ourselves and the world around us. So now that we've explored some of the most powerful anti-aging foods, from brain-boosting blueberries to gut-healing fermented vegetables and heart-loving avocados, it's time to take this journey even deeper. Because here's the truth. Even the most nutritious food won't fulfill its potential unless it's part of a lifestyle that supports it. And this brings us to a concept that's both ancient and cutting edge. A concept that researchers, doctors, and longevity experts across the world agree on. You don't just eat to add years to your life, you eat, move, and think to add life to your years. Let's begin this next chapter with something we often overlook, but that matters more than we realize: hydration. You see, as we age, our sense of thirst diminishes. We may not feel thirsty, even when our body desperately needs fluids. And chronic dehydration, even mild, can lead to fatigue, joint pain, headaches, poor digestion, and even confusion or memory lapses. It's no exaggeration to say that staying hydrated is one of the simplest, most powerful anti-aging tools you have. And yet, many older adults aren't drinking nearly enough. But here's the good news. Hydration doesn't have to mean chugging plain water all day. You can hydrate beautifully with herbal teas, cucumber or lemon-infused water, broths, or even water-rich foods like watermelon, celery, and citrus fruits. In fact, one of the most soothing rituals you can adopt is starting your morning with a warm cup of herbal tea, maybe chamomile to calm your nerves, ginger to awaken digestion, or hibiscus to gently lower blood pressure. Not only are you hydrating your body, but you're nourishing your nervous system, creating a moment of stillness and setting a peaceful tone for your day. It's these small, intentional choices repeated daily that become the quiet architecture of long-lasting health. And speaking of intentional choices, let's talk about movement, because the body is meant to move. And when we stop moving, we begin to rust physically, emotionally, mentally. But movement doesn't have to mean hitting the gym or doing strenuous workouts. In fact, some of the most effective and sustainable forms of exercise for healthy aging are gentle, flowing, and joyful. I'm talking about walking, swimming, tai chi, yoga, and even dancing in your kitchen while your favorite song plays. Studies have shown that just 30 minutes of moderate movement a day, even broken into smaller chunks, can lower your risk of heart disease, improve mood and reduce anxiety, boost memory and brain function, support bone density and joint health, reduce risk of falls and fractures, help manage blood sugar and weight, and perhaps most importantly, it helps you stay independent. It helps you get up out of a chair without struggle, climb stairs with confidence, and live on your terms, not on limitations. If you haven't moved much lately, start where you are. Maybe it's just stretching in the morning, a slow walk after dinner, or a few gentle arm movements while watching TV. What matters most is that you move consistently and mindfully. And here's something even more powerful: movement combined with social connection, because loneliness, especially in our later years, can take a silent but serious toll on our health, increasing the risk of depression, dementia, and even early mortality. But something magical happens when we share our wellness journey with others. Whether it's joining a walking group, attending a gentle yoga class, or simply calling a friend to chat while you stretch, that sense of connection boosts not just your mood, but your immune system, your memory, and your hope. So as we wrap up this chapter, let me gently remind you: eat with intention foods that heal, energize, and protect. Drink with awareness water and teas that replenish and revive. Move with joy steps, stretches, and flow that keep you young. Connect with heart, because laughter, love, and community are medicine too. Aging isn't something to fear. It's a season one filled with wisdom, grace, and the quiet power of choice. Every bite you take, every step you walk, every breath you slow down for, it all adds up, and it's never too late to begin. Never too early to care, because yes, you are worth the time, the care, and the love it takes to age well. Because once we begin making intentional choices in what we eat, how we move, and who we connect with, a quiet transformation begins. One that's not just visible on the outside, but deeply felt on the inside. And in this final part of our journey, we turn to something just as vital, perhaps even more so: the mind-body connection. You see, it's not only the food on your plate that determines how well you age, it's also the thoughts in your head, the feelings in your heart, and the habits you build each day. Let's begin with something as simple and as powerful as your breath. Breathing is the most natural act in the world. And yet, most of us spend our days breathing shallowly, chest level, fast and unconscious. But when you begin to slow your breath, especially with deep belly breathing, your entire nervous system begins to shift. Your blood pressure lowers, your heart rate steadies, stress hormones decrease, digestion improves, clarity returns. Even just 2 minutes of conscious breathing in through the nose, slowly out through the mouth, can reset your mind and body. And if you pair this with mindfulness, simply sitting in stillness, observing your breath, or listening to sounds around you, you begin to build mental resilience. The kind of inner calm that protects against anxiety, overthinking, and emotional exhaustion. This isn't just spiritual advice, it's neuroscience. Studies have found that older adults who engage in meditation, or regular mindfulness practices experience improved memory and focus, lower rates of depression, better sleep quality, reduced inflammation, and even slower brain aging. So how do you start? It's easier than you think. You don't need an app or a guru. Just a quiet moment. A chair, maybe a candle or a cup of tea. Sit. Breathe. Let thoughts come and go like clouds. And each time you bring your attention back to your breath, you're strengthening the part of your brain responsible for focus, calm, and emotional regulation. Now, let's go one step deeper into something truly nourishing for the soul. Gratitude. Gratitude is not just about being positive. It's about choosing to notice what's good even when life is hard. Especially when life is hard. Keeping a simple gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you're grateful for each day has been shown to boost mood, improve sleep, lower inflammation, and even enhance heart health. Try it tonight. Before bed, write down one thing that made you smile today, one person you appreciate, one simple pleasure you're thankful for, like the sun on your face or the aroma of your favorite soup. Over time, you'll notice something subtle but powerful. You'll start seeing beauty where you once saw routine, and that shift changes everything. Lastly, let's talk about purpose, because the secret to aging well, the real, lasting, soul-deep kind, isn't found in a supplement or a smoothie. It's found in having a reason to get up each morning. Maybe it's a grandchild who lights up your world. Maybe it's tending your garden, writing your story, learning a new skill, or simply being a source of wisdom in your community. Studies of the world's longest living people from Okinawa to Sardinia show that they all have purpose. Something meaningful that gives them a sense of direction, contribution, and joy, and the beautiful truth. You don't have to find your purpose. You can create it one day, one choice, one act of love at a time. So as we close this 4-part journey together, here's what I hope you take with you. You're not too old. It is not too late. Small steps create big change, and your body is not your enemy, it's your ally. Every nutritious meal, every mindful breath, every walk in the sun, every moment of stillness, they are all acts of healing, and the life you desire, a vibrant, grounded, joyful life, doesn't begin someday. It begins now. So take a deep breath. Drink your tea slowly. Call someone you love. Walk with intention. Sleep with peace. And most of all, treat yourself as someone worth taking care of, because you are. And as you can see, small and simple changes like adding a bit of avocado to your breakfast or swapping your usual snack for a handful of walnuts can create extraordinary benefits for your health. You don't need expensive treatments or strict diets. Just the right choices, repeated each day, and your body will thank you for it. There's nothing more wonderful than waking up in the morning without feeling tired, without aches and pains, and having enough energy to do the things you love, whether it's taking a walk in the garden, chatting with loved ones, or simply enjoying a warm cup of tea in peace. Age is not a limit. It's a gentle reminder that it's time to treat yourself with more kindness, with more care. And your health, that's the greatest gift you can give to yourself. If you've been feeling low on energy, if your memory isn't quite as sharp, or your body has been sending you signals, start with just one of the 6 foods we explored today. Let food be your medicine, natural, gentle, and powerfully effective. I truly hope you'll give it a try. And if you've already been eating some of these regularly, leave a comment below and share your experience, not just with me, but with others who are also searching for hope and healing, just like you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe, because there's so much more to come, from boosting your memory after 70 to keeping your heart strong without relying on too many medications. And if you have a loved one or a friend someone struggling with their health, please share this video with them. A small act of kindness from you today could be the turning point in someone else's life. Thank you for spending your valuable time here. Thank you for still choosing to care for yourself, because it's never too late to begin again. Keep living intentionally, joyfully, and with purpose. See you in the next video. Wishing you a peaceful day and vibrant health.